If you've noticed your belly fat getting worse after 35, even though you're eating similar foods and exercising like you used to, you're not imagining it. And you're definitely not alone. Because one of the most common things I hear from women over 35 is I'm doing everything I used to do, but my stomach just won't budge anymore. After losing 49 pounds myself and coaching women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, even 70s and 80s, I've seen this pattern thousands of times. The frustrating part is that most women think the problem is discipline, but the real reason belly fat becomes more stubborn after 35 has very little to do with willpower. It has to do with how our body changes over time. And if you're still using the same strategies that worked in your 20s and your 30s, your body will fight you the entire way. In this video, I'm going to break down why belly fat tends to get worse after 35 and the 5 changes women need to make if they want their waistline to start shrinking again. And the third one is the exact reason many women feel like their body suddenly started storing fat a whole lot differently. And if you want help applying this step by step, you can join my free flat belly challenge in the description below. Number 1, your body becomes more efficient at storing energy. One of the biggest things that changes after 35 is something most women never hear about. Your body becomes way more efficient at storing energy. And before that sounds like bad news, understand that this is actually a survival mechanism. As we age, the body becomes slightly more conservative with energy usage. It tries to preserve its resources, which means the same eating patterns that didn't cause weight gain before can suddenly start affecting the waistline more and more. This is why many women say things like, I'm eating the same I always have, but my stomach is just getting bigger. Your body hasn't suddenly become broken. It's simply just become more sensitive to small energy imbalances. And those imbalances tend to show up around the midsection first. I had a client in her early 50s who told me she hadn't changed her diet in years. Same breakfast, same lunches, same dinners. But over time, she slowly gained about 12 pounds, almost entirely on her midsection. When we looked closer, the change wasn't dramatic. It was subtle lifestyle changes. A little less movement during the day, slightly larger portions over time, more sitting at work, especially after COVID. Small changes that just compounded. Once we adjusted her daily structure just slightly, her body started responding again. Because after 35, small lifestyle details matter more than they used to. Now, the next reason belly fat increases after 35 has nothing to do with metabolism directly. It has to do with how stress accumulates over time. Number 2, stress becomes more chronic. When most people think about stress, they imagine short bursts of pressure, a busy week, a stressful project, a difficult situation. But for many women over 35, stress becomes something way different. It becomes chronic. Career responsibilities, increased family obligations, and many women are caring for both children and aging parents at the same time. And when stress becomes constant, the body remains in a prolonged alert state. This influences hormones like cortisol, which affects how the body stores energy. Eventually, elevated stress can make it easier for fat to accumulate around the abdomen. Another one of my clients had been following a strict diet for months without seeing any results. But when we talked about her life, it all made sense. She was under so much intense work pressure, late nights, high expectations, constant deadlines. Instead of tightening her diet further, we focused on creating better balance in her routine. More recovery, more movement, and reduced her stress overall. And gradually, her body started responding again, something she didn't even think was possible. Because fat loss isn't just about food and workouts. It's about the environment your body lives in every single day. Now, the third reason belly fat changes after 35 is something many women don't realize is happening at all. And it affects how your body is using energy. Number 3, your body becomes less tolerant of blood sugar swings. This is another change that happens over 35. The body becomes slightly less forgiving with blood sugar fluctuations. When we're younger, the body handles large swings in blood sugar pretty easily. A big carb-heavy meal, pizza, pasta, sugary snacks, long gaps between meals. The body recovers quickly at that age. But over time, the system becomes less tolerant of these extremes. And this leads to stronger cravings, more energy crashes, increased fat storage signal. And for most women, the body starts storing energy more easily in the abdominal area. I worked with another woman in her 60s who felt like her energy was all over the place. Some days she felt great. Other days she crashed hard in the afternoon and reached for quick snacks just to stay awake. When we actually sat down and looked at her eating plan together, it was super inconsistent. Large gaps between meals, quick inconvenienced foods during busy days. And those blood sugar swings were creating a cycle of hunger and fatigue. Once we stabilized her eating rhythm and balanced her meals better, her energy finally leveled out. And within weeks, she noticed her stomach looking noticeably flatter. Because when blood sugar becomes more stable, the body is far less likely to hold on to excess fat. Now, the fourth factor might surprise you because it's something many high-achieving women just overlook. Number 4, recovery becomes way more important. When you're younger, the body recovers so fast. You can push hard in workouts, stay up late, bounce back easily. But after 35, recovery becomes more important. Not because the body is weaker, but because it needs slightly more support. If recovery is consistently neglected, the body stays in a state of panic and fatigue. And when the body is constantly fatigued, it becomes harder to lose fat efficiently. I had another client who was working out so intensely, almost every day. She thought pushing harder would speed up her results, but her body was just flat out exhausted. When we actually reduced her intensity just slightly and added more recovery days, her body started responding way better, because sometimes progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right amount. And the final reason belly fat increases after 35 is something most women blame themselves for, but it's actually pretty normal. Number 5, lifestyle habits gradually change over time. Work becomes more sedentary. Social routines revolve around food. Schedules become way busier, especially with kids. Movement becomes less intentional. These changes are subtle, but over the years, they add up. A few extra calories here, less daily movement there, and slowly the body stores a little bit more energy than it burns. And that slowly shows up in the waistline. After we sat down and reviewed another one of my clients' lifestyle, she wasn't eating dramatically different foods than she had in her 30s, but she was moving way less. Her job became more desk-based. Her schedule was way busier, and those small lifestyle changes were just adding up. Once we gradually increased movement again, her body started responding. Finally, here's the good news. Even though belly fat tends to increase after 35, it is absolutely reversible. When women support their body with consistent movement, strength training, balanced nutrition, stress management, and recovery, the body responds so well because it's designed to adapt. Here's your 7-day reset. For the next week, focus on rebuilding supportive habits instead of chasing all these quick fixes. Move daily, strength train consistently, support recovery, reduce chronic stress wherever you can, and focus on consistency instead of perfection. When women do this, they notice less bloating, more stable energy, better sleep, and gradual changes in their waistline. And if you want to lose belly fat even faster without guessing or jumping in between strategies, you can join my free flat belly challenge in the description below. And if you've been trying hard, showing up, doing your best, but your body feels like it's working against you, I get it. You are not alone. This is just like the clients I work with. In the next video, I'll show you the daily habits women over 35 use to finally flatten their stomach. You can check it out here.